City. There's Tryon Street in Uptown Charlotte, home of the Hornets. It's live coverage of the NBA on Monday night. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me tonight, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, with our Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Well, LeBron James is closing in on the top 3 all-time list in scoring. LeBron said it's an honor, but he added, scoring has never been on my list of goals. Facilitating, rebounding, defending, getting blocked shots and things of that nature always ranked above that. Kevin, he has filled up the box score for a long time.
He can impact the game in so many ways. DA, thank you. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Tuesday, they'll go up against the Bulls in Chicago. And then on Friday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat. And now the Lakers starting group. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Davis is out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Bradley in at the point guard position. And for Charlotte, Washington and Zeller are in the middle. Terry Rozier is out there with Bacon. And it's Bridges in at the 3 slot. Opening day, Chris, in your experience, which types of teams tend to start the season well, started strong?
2 types. One, the team that has been forgotten about and left out. The team that had a disappointing season the year before, and no one knows the pain that they went through all summer long, waiting to get back to that moment. So they've been incentivized for half of a year to come back and say, wait a minute, it's our turn now. And those teams are sneaky under the radar.
Little chip on their shoulder.
And then secondly, I would say veteran teams. Teams that know what they want, teams that are focused and saying, wait a minute, we know this is a marathon. Let's take our time, warm up, and stick to the principles right away, and we'll end up in the right place later.
Free throw good, LeBron. And reportedly, LeBron James spends over $1 million a year just on training and maintaining his body.
Well, money well spent. I mean, for his age, the most minutes played in NBA history, he's doing everything possible to extend his prime.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
James is just remarkable, showing no remorse when he's attacking the rim.
Here's Rozier. 20 points for him last game against Golden State.
It was never all about himself. He came away with a lot of assists in that game and just kind of kept everybody in the mix.
Now, here's Bridges. It's stolen by Davis. And here's the fast break. LeBron leading the way. Count the basket. James has got 9 points.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a perfect 4-for-4 start for them. Now they're just getting all the shots they want.
Rozier for 3. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte. The Lakers have gone 4 of 4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. And the dunk by James.
Such blinding speed on the drive. I mean, James is a force of nature when he's on the attack.
Pass to Washington. Bradley against Rozier. And Zeller kicks to Rozier. Buries the long-range jumper. Rozier's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, beautiful looking 3-ball from Rozier, really expanding his range.
Bradley against Rozier. James outside. To the paint. And it's McGee with the jam.
I mean, the passing genius of LeBron coming to the surface. I mean, a look that only a few players in the league can make.
Rozier up top, guarded by Bradley. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
And a chance here to check out some stats on Anthony Davis. He's coming off an excellent season, putting up about 26 points per, 12 rebounds, and almost 2.5 blocks. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's oozing with confidence. I mean, and it shows. Every time he steps on the floor, he expects to dominate.
And coming up as an only child in difficult circumstances, LeBron James said he had to grow up early, take charge of his life at a young age.
Yeah, that's what made him such a solid person and a great basketball player. And ever since, he sought control of his own destiny, Kevin. He empowered trusted friends along the way. Hey, he's paved a new path for players taking ownership of their careers.
Williams, he's checked in for Cody Zeller. Passes it to Washington. Wide open look. Rebound the Lakers.
He gets the playground jumper and can't make good on it. You don't get many chances easier than that.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
Here's Rozier after the basket by the Lakers. Lets a floater go. McGee with the block.
Oh, this is McGee's role. He's out here to defend and to stifle shooters whenever he can.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, you think defensively that you try to pack it in the lane. I mean, but then that opens up some opportunities for their shooters.
Now, here's Rozier. And again, unable to change momentum here.
This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
James looking around. Second shot opportunity. Rebound by Williams.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
Out left to the wing. And here is Rozier. He has 5. Lock at 6. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. McGee with the block, but he stays with it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Los Angeles leading by 13. Pass to LeBron. Outside, Green. McGee finds Green. The drive by LeBron. Trying to get open as Davis. Hangs. Got a piece of it.
And the impact Bridges makes on the defensive end, showing he's not to be messed with.
Here's Bacon. Headed by Green. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, and you got to count the poor health for the Lakers last season, hampering their ability to compete. The longest injury layoff in LeBron James' career. And all told, more than 200 games missed to injury, Kev.
And there it is for him. 18 points for LeBron.
They have ridden him today, and it has paid off in a big way.
So Rozier will bring it up for Charlotte. They trail by 14. The pass to Washington. Back to Rozier. Charlotte again missing. And the Lakers parting ways with their head athletic trainer from last season and hoping for more help this year.
Wow. Well, we all know it's a result-oriented business. I mean, luck can play a big role with injuries, believe me. Teams count on their training staff to keep players in the game.
And the Hornets with possession here. Following the bucket by the Lakers. Williams passes to Rozier. He kicks it to Bridges. Beyond the arc. Tries again. Goes up again. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it. Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, you got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. Well, it was speculated all of last season and shortly after the finals ended that Anthony Davis had his wish fulfilled by getting traded to the Lakers.
And Davis and LeBron make as scary a duo as you can think of in the NBA. Missed out on some of the other marquee free agents, but AD will get a plethora of looks playing alongside LeBron.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for JaVale McGee. Here is the 2K leaderboard with the list of last season's top three-point shooters. You look at Green, second in the league, extremely accurate from beyond the arc.
The bucket must have looked 3 feet wide to him last year. I mean, very deserving in terms of that spot among the league leaders from 3.
Here's Washington. No points in the game yet for him.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
Bradley passes to LeBron. And LeBron throws it down.
Defensively, I know we say it every game. You have to try to make someone other than LeBron beat you. Easier said than done.
Here's Graham, guarded by Bradley. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. Two-time NBA champion Michael Thompson says the arm muscles, Chris, on today's players don't measure up with what they used to be. Is that even important?
You know what? He's right, but I don't know how important that is unless, you just want to bring the gun show to the games and then pull out the arms and the curls and say, check out these muscles. But now I think, it's a lot different. And make no mistake, even though that is a true comment, the players of today are much more athletic than his day and my day. And I think that's because of technology. They understand core strength. They understand dieting. They understand rest. And so many, they're privy to so much information that we didn't have. But yeah, no more curls. It doesn't seem like there are any more Karl Malone 24-inch pythons, brother, out there in any of these games.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
Oh, look at him fly!
You gotta appreciate the phenomenal speed of James. He's a master at cutting through the D with his handles.
Now Graham, outside Williams, and so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Charlotte shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Here's Washington, guarded by Kuzma. Washington passes to Graham. Just 5 to shoot. Kicks to Williams. Over Davis. And he overshot that one, missing.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
James finds Bradley. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end.
On the trade for Anthony Davis, a risk for the Lakers, but they feel, Greg, that both sides will find an extension this offseason.
There is mutual interest from both sides. Lakers made the trade confident Davis would resign. A bit of a leap of faith, but the Lakers did everything they could to secure Davis long term.
Now here's Williams. 11 points for him in that last game against Golden State. Fires the 3. No good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's LeBron, and James throws it down.
Oh, come on. You can't allow James to get positioned down low. Once he does, he's looking to dunk it.
Graham with the ball. It doesn't go for him. Kuzma with the defensive effort. Lakers leading by 18. To the inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
For so long, the Hornets have been a perimeter-oriented team. Chris, now they need to find an impact big man.
Yeah, well, G.A., remember, they did have a couple of good years with Al Jefferson where he was a force inside. But that was the last time the team made the playoffs. More balance in their attack will do wonders for this offense.
And they've got to get their heads into this game. They're giving the ball away far too easily.
Troy Daniels, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Cook looking it over. Over Washington. Cook, good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint. Here's
Graham. Outside Williams. looking to end the run. The rebound by Caldwell Pope.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Howard, the pass to Kuzma. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Over Williams. And that one hits back iron.
Now with the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jumper.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play.
And was last season really the first full season we got to see of Malik Monk? Who was given a sizable part of the rotation and showed why he was a lottery pick for this team.
Now here's Howard. Back to Cook. Three-pointer. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Monk, the pass to Graham. Back to Monk. Pass to Washington. From deep three-point range, the shot by Monk is no good. During most of his rookie season, Monk was relegated to the bench.
Not sure if it was development or opportunity. Hard to say for Monk. Fact is, you can see the knack for scoring he has, even if he's a bit of a volume scorer at this point.
Los Angeles leading by 19. Daniels dishes to Cook. Caldwell Pope outside. Here's Howard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Now look, once Howard establishes himself inside, it's a problem, which is why the defense chooses to foul him.
He doesn't get the second one.
And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
Lakers ball.
LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here is Cook. Pass to Kuzma. Over Washington. Kuzma, that's good. And the Lakers lead by 21. And so it's Los Angeles, sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Well, you see a lot of players who pick up a controller and fire up NBA 2K, thank goodness, including the king himself, LeBron James.
I play 2K all the time. Seriously, when I'm playing the game, I'm putting certain lineups on the court that I see could actually help us in real life, which is very weird.
Always experimenting, always keeping his mind engaged, Greg, with basketball.
And that's who Bron is. He lives, breathes, and eats basketball.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Yeah, GA, great balance of efficiency and intensity, which is why they hold the early lead.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. Williams and Zeller make up the front court. And there's Monk, and it's Graham in at point guard.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Daniels kicks to Cook. Over Zeller, and it's Cook missing. Well, the Hornets shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. Bacon the pass to Graham. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Monk dishes to Williams. And the Hornets miss again. Lakers leading by 23. Here's Daniels. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts. Here's Graham. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Here's Bacon. Trains it from beyond the arc.
And how about Monk there scanning the floor for the open teammate? That's how you develop a trust from your teammates.
Here is Cook. Graham defending. Pass to Caldwell Pope. But they get it back. Now the pass to Daniels. From deep. Offensive rebound. Howard kicks to Caldwell Pope. From deep three-point range. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. For Charlotte, they've gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Here's Bacon. Dwight Howard pulls it in. Howard's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Caldwell Pope, and he jams it with authority.
And Caldwell Pope just blows past defenders with his speed. Just a sensational finisher all around the bucket.
Pass to Zeller. Now, here's Monk. He's covered by Daniels. And there's the foul. It's on Quinn Cook. That's his first foul.
Substitution for your Hornets.
Off the inbound. The shot by Monk is no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Passes it to Cook. Caldwell Pope against Bridges. Another miss by Caldwell Pope.
When the D forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
Rozier kicks to Williams. Now, here's Rozier. D right on him. Zeller passes to Williams. The kick out to Rozier. Shot clock at 6. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Man, when you're playing from behind, that's the last thing you want to do. Make matters worse.
Shoots the 3. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
With this lead, they're playing confidently, showing a quick trigger from beyond.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Monk, no one around him, and the Hornets miss again.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they could do is try to get him more easy looks.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Charlotte's had to wait a bit the last few years. Now, the city hosted the All-Star game last season, but for the Hornets, they've gone 3 seasons without a playoff appearance and 15 seasons without winning a playoff series. In that time, the franchise has had 7 head coaches and a shifting front office. But Buzz City is hoping that its wait for playoff relevance will end soon. Kevin?
We all are. David, thank you. And here's Daniels. He's got 9. And the layup falls. Daniels has got 11 points in the quarter.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Here's Rozier, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, you gotta love Rozier. Skying up for the dunk. Really seizing the opportunity and capitalizing with his tremendous leaping ability.
And the Hornets, as a franchise, trying to figure out their direction.
Yeah, the team was torn on whether to rebuild or go for the playoffs. The fan base, well, they were split as well on what to do. I mean, it's been this way for years. Team is just stuck in the middle. The timing, the precision. You got to respect Kuzma's ability to drain shots off the pass.
Monk, the pass to Zeller. Here's Rozier. Doubled by Howard. Back to Zeller. And it's sent back by Howard.
No trespassing. Howard patrolling the defensive end.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Here is Cook, defended by Bridges, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The creation of the super teams, Chris, is enough being done to ensure a competitive balance in the NBA.
I think so. I think that every year you're going to have to evolve in trying to do enough and to see what happened the previous year. But yeah, and the fact remains, though, Kevin, is, I like working with you. You're my friend. I would go work with you. And in basketball, you want to go play with your friends.
Same stuff, yeah.
How do you stop that?
Right.
I don't know. When guys get to hang out in the summer and say, wouldn't it be cool if we got to play together, our kids would play together, and we could win one? That's going to be hard to deter. So I just think it's about how strong the will of the friends are, and more importantly, what is the league doing to kind of not necessarily give as much incentive to do that, but I think the league is doing a great job staying proactive, giving guys a lot of incentive, a lot of reason, a lot of dinero to stay at home with the team. Knowing the kind of competitor he is, I know he's upset with his performance and with the score.
A championship standard in L.A. with the Lakers, the expectations will always be high.
Oh, yeah, Jay, you've been there with me. I mean, we both look up in the Raptors and seen those 16 championship banners up there. I mean, with LeBron James in the fold, the expectation is to get to 17, 18, 19.
Now, here's Monk. 8 points for him. The shot misses. Bradley with some nice D.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop. I mean, this could end up being a big night for him. I mean, if this quarter is any indication.
Charlotte's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Monk, the pass to Zeller. Rozier with the ball. Charlotte moving the ball around. Pass to Monk from deep. The Lakers with the rebound. Davis has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Well, Greg, their poise has been tremendous. I mean, excellent at both ends, has them increasing this lead.
Here's Monk after the basket by the Lakers. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on LeBron James.
Well, last season, Kev, Malik Monk got more chances on the floor. He still showed a bit of inconsistency, and that's going to be something that he'll have to smooth out with time.
And that one misses. And, Chris, you forget just how young Monk was when he came into the NBA.
Yeah, true. His game was very raw, and it's still a work in progress. But you see the flashes of what he's capable of. And, Kevin, ultimately, you want him to be better on the defensive end as well.
And the second free throw, good.
There's a quiet confidence that Monk seems to play with. You can see he just feels like nobody can guard him. Kid just plays with an edge.
Now, here's Bradley. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Spurs in San Antonio. And they double up Davis, and we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Jump ball.
And here is Los Angeles now. And McGee kicks to Bradley. LeBron against Bridges. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
And here we can check the story out on Terry Rozier, how he did last season. He was around 9 points per last year, 4 rebounds and 3 assists. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all they need, especially in tight games. 1 or 2 plays can make all the difference.
And the pass to Graham for the 3. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And the dunk by LeBron.
well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
Pass to Bridges. Dishes to Graham. Rozier looking around. From deep. And Davis pulls it down.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
Oh, I do too, Greg. You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
Here's Graham, following the basket by LeBron James. Now Graham. Passes it to Rozier. Charlotte no good that time either.
Well, he hasn't been able to do much damage outside the three-point line. Just one triple for him in the game, and that was back in the first quarter.
And so Graham will bring it up for Charlotte. The Lakers beat them last time when these two teams met in Los Angeles.
And really just a bad loss, no other way to put it. I mean, they maybe overlooked some of the bench players because those reserves got loose offensively.
The shot's good from LeBron.
And with the game he's having, there's no doubt he'll be the guy they lean on to protect the lead.
Bradley against Rozier. Pass to Washington. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Now let's take a look at the most efficient scorers in the NBA from last year's campaign. Third is JaVale McGee.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
Wayne Bacon's checked in for Charlotte. Graham with the bucket. Graham's got 5 points so far.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
LeBron outside. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
He's kept the integrity of their offense tonight by moving and cutting and scoring every time they've needed him to.
Here's Graham, guarded by Green. Graham dishes to Zeller. Here's Bacon. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Warriors in San Francisco.
And his scoring's going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The Lakers have gone 9 of 13 from the line.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
Here's Graham, guarded by Green. Graham with the ball. He's got 5. Shot from the top of the key, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Graham's got 5 points now in the quarter. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot. LeBron, are you getting the ball where you want to get it, and is that helping you score?
I'm very pleased with my individual performance right now, but not so pleased with how I'm trying to help our teammates. I got to do a better job of trying to get our teammates in the flow as well as keep myself in a good groove too. So hopefully I can do a better job of that in the second half.
We'll see how it goes. Thanks, LeBron. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He went on an historic scoring frenzy, tallying a ridiculous number of points and 1 assist. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
More often than not, Ernie, LeBron tries to involve his teammates early, but he came in ready to shoulder the load tonight. Terrific all-around performance in the first half.
Shaq, let's get your insight on Charlotte.
Well, they got a ton of issues to work out. Allow way too high a percentage to be shot against them. Not really showing any energy on defense. No discipline. Look at their faces, Ernie. Do they even want to be here?
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points and close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. The Hornets shooting about 26% out there. They need to get a better look. Checking out the group for Frank Vogel to start the second half. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Green out there with Bradley. And it's McGee in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's LeBron, and the dunk by LeBron.
He was ready to go tonight. I mean, he's made more plays than anyone else out there. No question about it.
Now, here's Rozier. There's the pass to Bridges. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Bradley.
Let's check out some stats for McGee. Good season for him last year. 3rd in shooting percentage and one of the great shot erasers in our game, providing the last line of defense. How about top 5 in the league for blocks?
And it's a pretty terrific feat to finish top 3 in field goal percentage. Just a testament to how hard he works to become the consummate pro. Pass to Rozier. From deep three-point range.
But this is not the start they wanted coming out of the break. 0 for 3 so far, and they're not playing with much intensity.
Here's Los Angeles now. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. And that's game 4 of 4 out on the road for them. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Teardrop shot, and out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Lakers ball.
And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. And the dunk by James.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
Charlotte has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half.
Yeah, first year for Coach Borrego as a head coach, but he had a solid start. He's from the Popovich coaching tree. He was given the reins of the Hornets, and he was tasked with improving their offense.
And with Borrego as coach, the offense certainly was more fluid.
Yeah, Borrego, he stresses ball movement. He encourages his players to look for early offense, more spacing in the system that benefits the whole roster.
For Charlotte, they have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game. No good on that one. Hey, Chris, with Dirk retiring, who now has the best fadeaway, you think, in the game from the post position?
It's a man that stole his move. Now, he didn't need to steal it. He just added on to his game. He's a great person. He's not a thief, but he uses that one-leg kick fadeaway, and he's the same height as Dirk. Well, that's Kevin Durant, the best fadeaway in the game, period.
Towns is developing a nice one, too.
Oh, you know what? I love Towns' games inside, and what makes Towns so good is that he can fade away over the right shoulder. And you know why that makes it so tough? Because he can come over the left shoulder with a jump hook. Most guys with the best fadeaways, they have a counter that already gets you hung in on that counter, and then when you're thinking about that original move, bam, they hit you with the fadeaway.
Here's Rozier following the basket by Anthony Davis. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots over Bradley. And the Hornets miss again.
His bad night from the field is only going to get worse if he keeps throwing up shots like that.
He got it again. Sensational.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. And Davis sends it back. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here. The Lakers making a switch here. Howard's checked in. Passes to Zeller. Charlotte moving the ball around. 5 to shoot. Pass to Bacon to stop the drought. LeBron grabs the miss.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point land.
Oh, come on. Hall of Fame athleticism and ability. James has no problem throwing it down in style.
And so here's Charlotte after the basket by Los Angeles. And here is Rozier. He's got 7. To the left side wing. Lets it go from deep. Good on the triple. Bacon's got 7 points in the game.
I love the fact that Bridges does a little bit of everything, including passing the ball.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. James outside. On the wing, Green. Trying to get open is Davis. And Green with the basket on the assist by LeBron.
And you couldn't have scripted a better start to the half. They've hit every single shot since the break.
Rozier against Bradley. The pass to Zeller. And here is Bridges. Here's Washington. Rebound the Lakers. Davis has got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. And finished off by LeBron.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, the results are clear as day. Great approach coming into the third quarter. We'll see if they can keep it up.
Now, here's Rozier. Pass to Bacon. Over LeBron. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got rebound number 19 now. Incredible. Oh!
James is unreal in fast break situations. Impossible to contain when he's off and running.
Now Rozier. 7 points in the game. To the wing on the left. Bridges passes to Bacon. Back to Bridges. Here's Washington. And the Hornets miss again.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
Well, that's how you play it. He does a good job of getting into the shooter's airspace.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Yeah, right now it feels like they can't miss. We'll see how long they can make this last.
And Zeller kicks to Bridges. Out to the right wing. Here's Bacon. The good-looking shot from the wing. Bacon's got 5 points in the quarter.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Passes it to Davis. Back to James. Howard in the post. Defended by Bridges. And no good on the shot. Trying to follow through after the contact, but he'll shoot 2 at the line instead.
That's just an athletic, strong, big man. It's hard to guard Howard, given how powerful he is.
Dwight Howard. And last season, really not a fun one for Dwight Howard as he missed a lot of time. A lot of games left on the table by him as he has battled those back issues.
He's off on the first. And with Howard, his presence was missed in the lineup last year due to injuries.
And Howard isn't what he once was, but he can still make a difference on the floor. That size and rebounding really hard to replace on a team by just one player.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Anthony Davis. Caldwell Pope comes in for Green. And Cook subbed in for Bradley.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Well, they look like they just want it more right now. You got to love the hustle.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Graham, the pass to Zeller. Down low, changes up, and it's Monk laying it in. Monk's got 11 points.
Anytime Monk gets room to shoot, especially inside, he's such a crafty guard who you want to see pulling the trigger from inside.
Here's James. Non-stop scoring machine here. He kicks it to Caldwell Pope. He can't hit that time. And the Hornets now going the other way. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them. Graham with the ball. He has 7. At the top of the key, Williams. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Well, he's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
LeBron outside. Connects again. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
And so Graham will bring it up for the Hornets. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Oh, great instincts, relentless. Seems like he's getting to every miss.
Charlotte has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Here's Williams, and Williams with the stuff.
And the size Williams has allows him to rise up to these type of dunks. A terrific athlete.
Good, that's another bucket. That's 62 points, 62.
Amazing, a remarkable performance from him so far.
Pass to Bacon. And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
And with LeBron James managing to extend his prime, the pressure is on this Lakers organization to make the most of it.
Yeah, you're right, G.A. I mean, it's the kind of pressure you want, though. I mean, getting those superstar players is the hard part. Finding that supporting cast, that's the hard work part.
Free throw drops for Monk.
Yeah, and the Hornets, they'll be one of the more disciplined teams you'll find in this league. I mean, they keep mistakes to a minimum on both sides of the ball. That's a big part of why the Hornets are tough to play.
Troy Daniels, he's checked in for the Lakers. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul called on the Los Angeles Lakers. And Chris, for the Hornets, as we know, their coach Borrego preaches preparation.
Well, yeah, and it shows it up in the stats, Kevin. I mean, they're the best in taking care of the ball. The team does not take silly fouls on defense.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Hey, Chris, this year Pioneer Chuck Cooper inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame. Long overdue, wouldn't you say?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, he was the first African-American player ever to be drafted. I mean, let's just think about that. The Jackie Robinson of basketball. He paved the way, and what he endured, and his teammates, by the way, of all colors, is well documented. And I think the Celtics need to, and I think they will retire his number 11 and have it hang up in that famed Raptors of theirs over there.
I agree. Here is Cook. He's got 6.
That's his second personal foul.
Here's Kuzma. Puts the fadeaway right on the money. Kuzma's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Now, here's Monk. He's covered by Daniels. Over Monk. And there's Daniels. That's good on the assist by Caldwell Pope. Caldwell Pope's got his 5th assist in this one. The pass to Zeller. Here's Monk. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Monk's got 7 points for the quarter. 1:49 left here in the third quarter. Cook, good. Cook's got 8 points.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
Yeah, you can clearly see which offense is better right now. We'll see if that continues the rest of the way.
Pass to Graham. 6 to shoot. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The Hornets have had 12 attempts at the line, making 8 so far. And that one falls for Graham. And a big summer for the Lakers, trading for Anthony Davis. For a time, Greg, it even looked like they had a great shot at landing Kawhi Leonard.
He ends up choosing the Clippers, which gives rise to a compelling rivalry. The nexus of NBA basketball has shifted to the city of angels. Whichever team you root for, LA fans with a lot to celebrate.
Back to Monk. Wing shot on the way, and he gets the jumper to drop. Monk's got 9 points now in just the second half. Lakers shooting an unreal 70% from the field, making a mockery of this defense. Kuzma kicks to Cook. His three-pointers off the mark. Charlotte's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Now, here's Monk. 18 points for him. And here is Kid Gilchrist. Zeller passes to Williams. The offensive rebound. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on JaVale McGee.
The younger brother of Tyler Zeller and former Suns big man Luke Zeller. Cody has a good chance to be the best of all three.
Charlotte making a switch here. Martin's checked in. Here is Cook. Graham defending. Pass to Kuzma. Over Martin. No good there. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Lakers on top, opening up a huge gap. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And Caruso's got the ball here for Los Angeles. We've got Bismack Biyombo. McDaniels is out there with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Martin in at the 2-guard spot, so that's the lineup for Charlotte. Here's Caruso. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And the NBA 2K League, C-Web, the first e-sport operated by a U.S. pro sport. And it's quickly growing. Do you throw down on the sticks?
Yeah, just a little announcement to all the GMs in the 2K League. I am available. I'm a free agent. I'm ready to go. I'm nice on the sticks. I can play career mode, team mode, one-on-one mode. Whatever you need from me, I am ready to go. But I love it, man. Like, it's great to see people who love this game, whether it's virtual or real life. It's hoops, baby.
So much fun.
Going to the line.
And he sinks the second. Lakers shooting the lights out in this building, 68% from the field. Pass to Daniels. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
That's his first personal foul.
The first free throw is good.
And done a much better job from the line this half. They've gotten that percentage up over 80 for the game.
Well, Hornets shooting 27%. The offense is just embarrassing themselves. Graham with the bucket.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Knocked away and stolen by Graham. Here's Kid Gilchrist. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Kid Gilchrist has got his first points of the game.
And Kid Gilchrist looking determined to tackle any space in front of him. A sensational finisher in the fast break.
Ball's knocked loose. Daniels kicks to Caruso. And airballs the triple. That one was way off. Here's Graham. And Graham throws it down.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
Chris, what's your definition of most valuable player?
LeBron, Michael Jordan. Okay, the best player in the league. That's my definition. Who makes players better? Who brings the fans into the game? There's only one type of player that's an MVP, and there's only about 6 guys in a year that can be MVP. But if you're talking about guys that help you, let's say, are the best on a contract or getting the most bang for their buck, you got to look at guys like a Siakam. You know, he's just making over $2 million this season, still playing on that rookie contract, and those are the guys that are on their way up. So you can always find young talent playing for maybe less than what they should be getting at that time, but the most valuable player continues to be the top 6 players in the league, period.
To the middle. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Kid Gilchrist has got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Here's Caruso. And there's the pass to McGee. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. For Charlotte, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far.
Too tentative on the finish. Forget about the D. Take it up strong.
Kicks it to Daniels. Here's Caruso. Hits the three-point bomb.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a guy you can leave alone. Not if you have any hope of closing the gap.
Outside, Kid Gilchrist. A baseline J. That one, no good. And it's the Lakers the other way. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Caruso. And it's Biyombo with the rebound.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
Pass to Dudley. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. McGee's shot is off. Charlotte shooting 57% in this fourth quarter. Here's McDaniels. With the G League growing by leaps and bounds, one is now being brought to Mexico City, Chris.
I mean, first of all, let's go back to last season. Did you see how crazy those fans were in Jurassic Park in Toronto?
Yeah, they love it.
Can you imagine Mexico? Oh, my
They'll
God. This
you
would
better
be
believe
great.
it.
Mexico City, yeah. Let's bring everyone in, all the fans in. And what I really love is that it's for the home fan base. So when I think of the Toronto Raptors, I think about the city of Toronto. I think about Canada and how it's theirs. And even though we're one league, that team is theirs, and they take that pride on, and it just brings so much more excitement. Can you imagine all the people in Mexico City being excited for their team? Oh, I want to be at one of the first games when that happens because I know the crowd is going to be sick. It's going to be crazy. I want to be there.
Daniels, no good. Charlotte shooting a pretty sorry 29% from the floor here. Graham, McGee with the block. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Dudley's shot is good.
And you can see now they're starting to push the tempo to good effect.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Back to Biyombo. And he elevates for the slam dunk. JaVale McGee did not like that.
That's the awareness that Kid Gilchrist has out there. Excellent at knowing where the open man is.
So both teams making some changes here. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Daniels kicks to Dudley. Trains the three-pointer. Dudley's got 5 points now in the quarter.
I mean, like the kick out there, recognizing there's more room outside than inside.
Now Rozier. He dishes it to Biyombo. Great D that time from Howard. LA's gotten off 4 three-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And even though Chris Dwight-Howard won't be logging the 35-plus minutes he once did, he is still a factor when he's on the floor.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. You better pay attention to Dwight. He can still hurt you with any touch he gets around the basket. I like seeing him in short bursts where you can force the opposing team to adjust to him inside.
Hernan Gomez finds Biyombo. Goes back up. Shot's good by Hernan Gomez. Hernan Gomez has got his first points of the night.
I wouldn't want to be the guy who has to keep him off the boards. He is a beast on the offensive glass.
Dudley with it. Passes it to Howard. Here's Caruso. There's the triple. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
McDaniels kicks to Martin. Pass to Rozier. Now, here's Biyombo. Shot clock at 5. They get it back. Hernan Gomez. And here's Daniels. He's looking for Howard and finds him. Hammers the alley-oop through.
This is the chemistry Howard has with his guys. Fantastic at realizing when to go for alley-oops.
Here's Rozier. More star players changing teams. The word tampering comes up, Chris. Is the league striking the right balance on enforcement?
Oh, yes. And you know, Commissioner Silver, he knows all the tricks. He doesn't want it to be a police state, but he knows a wink from a wink.
Right,
You know what I mean? So you got to draw some lines. But again, how do you stop it? I mean, you know, if I'm playing on the Lakers and I say, wow, you know, I think Anthony Davis has the best eyebrows in the world. You know, you got to let me say that. And, you know, if that's recruiting, it's recruiting. So it's a fine line. And hopefully the players have some fun with it. And hopefully Commissioner Silver does his best to police it while everyone at the same time is working through with integrity.
Oh, great ball movement there.
So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Here's Monk. And again, the Hornets missing. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 16-5 run. Lobbed up there for Howard. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. To the inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Oh, you have to appreciate the ball moving and the commitment to getting a high percentage look.
And Caruso's got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Lets it go with a 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
The pass to Hernan Gomez. Now Martin. Charlotte moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. Monk dishes to Biyombo. Lays it up off the glass. Biyombo's got 6 in the quarter.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Caruso, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Here's Caruso, and stolen by Biyombo. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Martin with the ball. And here they go. And it's Biyombo with the jam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Caldwell Pope outside. Los Angeles with another miss. Well, the Hornets shooting about 45% from the floor in the fourth. Now, here's Monk. Defense is right there. Martin against Caldwell Pope. 6 to shoot. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. This last season, the Thunder became the final NBA team to reach an agreement for jersey sponsorships. Have you gotten used to seeing those patches on the various jerseys around the league?
You know what, Kevin? I have. And they're not as intrusive as I thought.
Me too. I agree.
I was so scared of this. I thought it was going to ugly up the jerseys and be bigger than the team logo and things like that. But you know how great this league is when it comes to getting messages out to their fans and promotion. And so we've done a wonderful job. And actually some I really, really like how they fit the jersey, how the colors matches, and the history of the company, actually. So, no, I think they've done a great job kind of just making sure it just slides in there, not taking away the shine from the team.
Martin finds Biyombo. Ivo's Hernan Gomez. The tray. Rebounded by Howard. The Lakers shooting only 35% in the fourth quarter. The offense looking a little rickety.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Lakers.
As one-sided as it gets today, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
And when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for LeBron.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it has to be frustrating to catch fire when the game is already over. I mean, this is not the outcome they want.
Now Howard. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, LeBron, congrats on the win. What do you think made the difference tonight?
Defense. We made our mark defensively. We understand that for the long term, we have to defend at a high level. We've been doing that.
It does start at that end, LeBron. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. See you later.